Max Verstappen took his first victory of the Formula One season with a dominant drive in the final Malaysian GP, as Sebastian Vettel recovered from starting last to take fourth. Red Bull's Verstappen passed Policytor Lewis Hamilton into turn 1 on lap 4 at Sepang, and from there controlled the race to take the second win of his career. Hamilton finished 12.7 seconds adrift in second, with Red Bull's Daniel Ricciardo completing the podium in third. Ferrari's Vettel, running a new spec engine, hunted Ricciardo down in the closing laps, but had his challenge cooled when his team told him to back off because of concern over engine temperatures. Kimi's day done before race in a bizarre incident on the slow-down lap, Vettel collided with Lance Stroll's Williams, causing significant damage to the left rear of the Ferrari. 8 Rugby players v Daniel Ricciardo and an F1. Vettel, who hitched a lift back to pits on the side of Pascal Wehrlein's Sauber and took his steering wheel with him, now trails championship leader Hamilton by 34 points with 5 races to go. There was drama for Ferrari before the start as Kimi Räikkönen, who was due to start second, suffered a turbo problem, and though the team tried to rectify it, it was unable to do so before the race began, forcing him into retirement. Hamilton got away cleanly from pole, with Verstappen holding off a fast-starting Valtteri Bottas to take second, and Ricciardo slotting into fourth. Verstappen then set about closing the gap to Hamilton, and once he was in DRS range, the Red Bull driver was able to launch a move down the inside at turn 1. His teammate Ricciardo hustled Bottas, getting alongside around the outside of turn 1, and though the Finn held on around the outside of turn 2 to get the place back, Ricciardo had the momentum to pass into turn 4. Race winner Max Verstappen celebrates with third-place finisher Daniel Ricciardo at the Malaysia Formula One Grand Prix. Picture Getty Images. Further back, Vettel was making strong progress, climbing up to 12th by lap 2 and 8th by the end of lap 11. Hamilton was the first of the frontrunners to pit for the first and only time at the end of lap 26, the Mercedes driver swapping supersofts for a fresh set of soft tires. Race leader Verstappen reacted the next lap, taking the softs too, and rejoining ahead of Hamilton. Ricciardo inherited the lead, but relinquished it to Verstappen, who led Hamilton by around 9 seconds when he pitted 2 laps later. As Verstappen controlled the race out front, Ricciardo set about trying to catch Hamilton, but in the end the Mercedes was out of reach and Ricciardo had to focus on the threat from Vettel. Vettel got close enough to launch one attack into turn 1, but Ricciardo slammed the door shut in front of him, and after that Vettel was forced to back off. Bottas finished a lonely 5th with Force India's Sergio Perez having a clean race to take 6th. Stoffel Vandoorne made a strong start, rising up to 5th from 7th, but he did not have the pace to match Vettel and Perez, and ended up 7th for the second successive race. Stroll was 8th, ahead of teammate Felipe Massa, who came out on top in a feisty battle for 9th with Esteban Ocon. It was a scrappy race for Ocon, who was sandwiched between Massa and teammate Perez at the start, leading to him picking up a puncture. He also collided with Carlos Sainz Jr. at turn 1, pitching him into a spin, and then found himself on the grass when battling Massa later in the race. Nico Hülkenberg finished just outside the points in 11th with Renault teammate Jolyon Palmer having a scrappy race, including 2 spins in close succession, the second of which was the result of contact with Kevin Magnussen, and ended up 16th. Sainz was running in the points when he was forced to retire with an engine problem, while rookie Toro Rosso teammate Pierre Gasly finished 14th in his first Grand Prix.